Hello and welcome. You are watching Freeology Revision. In today's video, we are looking at AQA Psychology, Paper 1. Topic 1, Attachment. In this video we will be evaluating cultural variations in attachments. Support for the variations in attachment across cultures comes from the fact that the same methods were used in each country. This means that any differences found will be due to the variations across cultures, and not poor experimental practices. Van IJzendoorn and Kroonenberg's meta-analysis summarized findings from 8 countries, which included the UK, US, Sweden, Japan, China, Holland, Germany and Israel. Studies all used the strange situation. Therefore, researchers should have all carried out same standardized instructions and controlled all variables. This is useful as it allows findings from different cultures to be compared, so that similarities and differences can be seen. However, one issue with using the same study across all cultures is that the original strange situation study was devised in America. This could result in an imposed ethic. An imic construct is one that applies only in one cultural group. An ethic construct is a theoretical idea that is assumed to apply in all cultural groups. Therefore, cultural bias can occur if a researcher assumes that an imic construct is actually ethic. This results in an imposed ethic, where a culture-specific idea is wrongly imposed on another culture. Imposed ethic is when researchers study human behavior in different parts of the world using theories and studies developed for only one culture. In this case, the strange situation was developed for the culture common in Western countries. Therefore, it may be wrong to try and apply this to Eastern, collectivist countries. An example of this is Japan. Japan can be described as collectivist. Takahashi, 1990, did the strange situation study using 60 Japanese infants. However, Japanese infants are rarely separated from their mothers. Therefore, 90% of the studies were stopped because the infants got too distressed when left alone. This made more infants appear to be insecurely attached due to the imposed ethic. A further issue is ethnocentric bias, also known as ethnocentrism. This is the tendency to interpret human behavior from the viewpoint of our own ethnic, social or cultural group. Ethnocentric bias influences how people perceive other cultures and individuals within that culture. For example, behavior in other cultures may be seen as strange or abnormal to us. The word insecure in reference to attachment implies that this attachment type is faulty. Meanwhile, the word secure is seen as good and positive. However, other cultures may have a greater number of insecure attachment types. We would see this as unhealthy, when in fact it might be considered the healthy norm in that other culture. Furthermore, Van IJzendoorn and Kroonenberg's meta-analysis may be considered unrepresentative, as the majority of the tests took place in the USA. There were 18 studies in the USA, but only 1 study in the UK, Sweden and China. This is a big problem due to intracultural differences. It has been found that there is a 1.5 times greater variation in attachment within the same country than there is across countries. Therefore, only having one study only accounts for a very small percentage of that country's population, and you may get wildly different results depending on where you did that study. Therefore, the results from this meta-analysis are not representative and can't easily be generalized.